Hey everybody, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Here I'm going to show you the enhancements I've made on a photograph I've taken of my girlfriend when we were on holiday in Argentina this year. This photograph was taken in Mendoza in a park. It was a really sunny day. We got a lot of contrasting shadows. Unfortunately, the colors aren't quite as strong as I would like them to be. The first step I'm going to do in this photograph is I'm just going to run over to my adjustments. I'm going to crop it down to my 2:1 crop. And I'm going to have it where it cuts out just the bottom of her shoes. Still keeps a bit of the palm tree in, but not the whole palm tree. And her face is in the middle of the photograph, right around the top third marker. This photograph was taken with a 10mm lens, so it's quite wide. It brings in a lot of the environment in the background into the photograph. So when I take those wide angle photos, I tend to try to keep my subject in the middle of the photograph. If they're at either edge of it, they tend to get polarized, so I always try to keep my subjects right in the middle of the photograph to keep it as flattering as possible. So I'm going to crop that down. I'm going to color grade this photograph to try to really bring out the great colors that I saw while I was there that just didn't seem to come through with this lens. So the first, I'm just going to come down here to color. I'm going to select blue, and I'm just going to up the saturation on that. You can see how it makes it a very rich color there. I'm going to then select the green grass, and it looks almost yellow here. I'm just going to update the saturation on that. And I'm actually going to move the hue a bit, make the grass more greener. It's starting to be really exaggerated in the background there. I'm just going to lower the saturation just a little bit. Bring the hue back a bit too. It looks a bit surreal. Let's take the magenta color as well too, see what we can do with that. Really make it stand out a bit. That's really bright, that's really dark. Right about there. I want to make sure I don't overexpose the magenta and lose detail. I think about there as well, as bright as we can get it without overdoing it and overexposing the detail. It's important that your subject's face is highlighted. Go to adjustments, quick brushes, and we're going to dodge her face a little bit. Not too much. I mean, obviously there's a shadow there from the sun, and that shadow will tell the viewer of the photograph that it was a very sunny day. The next thing I want to do is polarize the grass. The greens back here are very rich and strong, but the grass here looks quite faded. So I'm going to polarize it. So if you go down to your adjustments, quick brushes, polarize, big brush there. Just draw on all that faded out grass. Makes a huge difference. I'm just going to play around with the intensity a little bit. There we go, we're starting to get really rich colors here. I'm just going to do a really quick sharpen around my girlfriend's glasses. Turn on color overlay. Bring down the sharpening just a little bit so it looks realistic. So there we go. Finally, I want to add a vignette onto this. So vignette's already selected. Just tick that box there. And go for a gamma vignette here. So I'm just going to increase the radius. And that really will just focus you more on the center of the photograph with the intensity, just to keep it subtle. And there you have it. Thank you very much, everybody.